What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about my top 5 favorite films of all time. So when I wrote this list, I didn't really do too much thinking. I just wanted it to come right from the gut, right from the top of my head. I feel like when someone asks you, what's your favorite such and such, it should just come right from the top of your head. So some of these films are deep, some of them aren't so deep. Some of them I just really enjoy for entertainment. So I hope you guys enjoy this list. For you filmmakers, I hope there's some good tips in there because some of these films really got me into filmmaking in the first place. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe. So the first film on the list is There Will Be Blood. It was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson and it came out in 2007.
Thank you so much for visiting with us this evening. Now, I've traveled across half our state to be here and to see about this land.
So the film There Will Be Blood solidified my dream to be a filmmaker for several different reasons. It was the cinematography. The look of the film is just absolutely gorgeous. It's set out in the desert and it shows America's landscape. The characters, the acting, the clothes, the music, everything, the storyline, the fact that it is really shows the essence of America from the ground up and showing the greed and the passion and the desperation that came with building this country. I just think it's a terrific film and it definitely inspires me to continue to make great films that encompass all of those different ingredients. Second favorite film of all time is Jurassic Park. It came out in 1993 and it was directed by Steven Spielberg.
They're moving in herds. They do move in herds.
So the fact that Jurassic Park is a fantasy film, but it feels so real, it almost feels as if the park existed. For most of us lovers of this movie, we feel like the park really actually existed. And the sci-fi, for it to come out in the early 90s, is still really comparable to what is out now. So the film was a miraculous feat. I still watch it to this day. I actually enjoy all of the Jurassic Parks, but the original, of course, has the magic that, you know, comes with being the first film in a genre. But yeah, I just feel like Steven Spielberg was so impressive and did such a great job with Jurassic Park. It's still one of my favorite top 5 movies of all time. My third favorite film of all time is Goodfellas. It came out in 1990 and it was directed by Martin Scorsese.
Didn't matter. Didn't mean anything. When I was broke, I would go out and rob some more. We ran everything. We paid off cops. We paid off lawyers, we paid off judges. Everybody had their hands out. Everything was for the taking.
Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Ray Liotta, I mean, put them all in a movie together and you are gonna have an amazing gangster film. Period. End of story. Best film ever. I really like the narration that happens in Goodfellas. I like to use narration in my films. It just brings you closer to that main character and gets to see things through that main character's eyes instantly. So we get into Ray Liotta's character and yeah, I just feel like this film just takes you on a wild ride from beginning to end. So can you guess what my top 4 favorite film of all time is? Do you know? Do you know it? Come on, you guys know it. It's Training Day. It came out in 2001 and it was directed by Antoine Fuqua. So now you know I like gangster films, so you know I love Training Day. First of all, Denzel Washington is like the best actor. One of the best actors besides Meryl Streep to me in the world. So of course Training Day is going to be miraculous off of that. But the fact that the film starts at the beginning of the day and ends at the end of the day, if you've seen some of my films, then you know I love that technique. I did it in Dear Vivian. I even did it in Love is Law. I really just like to see, you know, just a glimpse of that character's day and how much can really go on in somebody's life in one day. Because honestly, even if you look at our lives, a lot can happen in one day. And so it's really awesome to get really close to a character in a short amount of time. And Training Day is just one of those films that shows you a real hard day. And yeah, the characters are just amazing. Ethan Hawke's performance in the film is absolutely awesome. All of the characters really bring this film to life, which is what you're gonna need if you're gonna have, you know, a film that happens in one day. You're gonna need to instantly feel close to those characters. You don't have a lot of time to get to know them over like a span of seeing their growth in a long amount of time. You only have one day to get to know them, so the characters have to be dynamic. And Training Day, I mean, they do it. All the characters are dynamic, down to even the Hispanic family that he runs into. Like, everyone just brings the heat in Training Day.
Man up in this piece! You'll never see the light of day. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Okay, so we're at it. My top 5 favorite film of all time. It's Mrs. Doubtfire. It came out in 1993 and it was directed by Chris Columbus.
Well, I do voices.
Yes!
We've come to this planet looking for intelligent life. Oops, we made a mistake.
Okay, so my 5th favorite film of all time is really close to my heart. It's Mrs. Doubtfire. I know this movie by heart. I will always love and cherish Robin Williams' characters in all of his films, but Mrs. Doubtfire, probably for many of you, is really close to your hearts as well. It's about a family that is going through a separation and a dad that's really kind of struggling with it as much as the kids. And his take on how to, you know, handle the divorce and bring the family back together is a really crazy, but it's really touching, and it's just a really, really great film. I actually had the opportunity to go to San Francisco and visit the actual house where they filmed in, so you know I'm a true fan. And then Mara Wilson, if you grew up in the 90s, then you love Mara Wilson. She was in all of our films. So yeah, definitely take a look at some of these favorite moments in Miss Doubtfire. Love this film. Will always be one of my top 5 favorite films of all time.
They had a television monitor set up. It was like, ooh, look at that. Ooh, isn't she? Oh, and ooh, my fun bags. Look at that. I saw everything and all of a sudden started to play with the voice. It was just so free.
Alright, and I'm going to do an honorable mention because I watch this film on a regular basis. Even though I know it by heart, I'll still pay money to rent it. It is Wedding Crashers. It came out in 2005 and it was directed by David Dobkin. The funniest movie. I feel like the mixture of Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, their banter is just absolutely iconic. That film encompasses not just real comedy but also a romantic comedy. I feel like sometimes in romantic comedies it kind of goes more to the romance or goes more to the comedy, and I feel like Wedding Crashers just encompasses them both so well. The director didn't forget anything. So yeah, I will talk a little bit about this movie just really quickly because I do feel like it deserves an honorable mention. It's definitely up there in my top favorite films of all time.
Have an emerging maple syrup conglomerate. That's stupid. We don't know anything about maple syrup. I happen to know everything there is to know about maple syrup. I love maple syrup. I love maple syrup on pancakes. I love it on pizza. I like to take maple syrup and put a little bit in my hair when I've had a rough week. What do you think holds it up, Slick? It's the first quarter of the big game. You want to toss up a Hail Mary. I like to be pimps from Oakland or cowboys from Arizona, but it's not Halloween. Grow up, Peter Pan.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my top 5 favorite films of all time. I'm definitely going to do some more videos like this because I really enjoyed showing you guys, you know, some of the films that I like, and then also just some of the things I look at when I'm, you know, coming up with films. I definitely get inspiration from other filmmakers. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll see you in my next video.